Test 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shaker Heights. Today, the Jackets are going to play the Shaker Heights Raiders. We played them several times in the past, and we will see how we do against them today. Today, we have two games. First one starting here shortly. Next one at 3 o'clock at a different rink. Yesterday, Ohio Prospects, we tied them the first game and lost the second game. My hockey rating for CCYHA, our team, is 84.22, unchanged from the previous week. Our record this season is now 17-26-4. Goals for and against 127, 166, plus whatever we did yesterday. Shaker Heights, they're rated 81.13 on my hockey ratings. This season's record, they are 26-15-3. So they've won a lot of games. Goals for and against 163 to 123. I expect them to be high shooters. But I'm not sure what kind of competition they've been playing this season so far. All right, here's our roster. Yesterday we didn't have Zach Brink, and I believe he is here today. And I don't know of anybody else on the injury list. So, nobody on the injury report. Next week, we'll be in Michigan for the NIR Hockeytown Tier 2 invite. We played this last year, and it was a pretty good tournament, well-run tournament, so we decided to try it again. Good competition last year, so this year we're a major team, so we should do even better. It'll be a good tournament next week. So tune in. I'll be broadcasting all weekend. And stay tuned after the game for the Monsters Among Us Monster play of the game. And thank you as well to our sponsor, Taco Bell. All right, both teams are getting set up on the bench here. They need to get on the ice and warm up. Looks like they're doing some kind of recognition for their second-year Bantams. Oh, he's going to Aurora High School. They're announcing where they're going. Luke has spent his entire 8-year career at Shaker. Next year, he is undecided. Congratulations to all our final year Bantams, and one more big round of applause for all of them. So they only have two second-year Bantams. Half our team is Bantams. All right, Jackets take the ice. Oops, I did not mean to play that. This first game here is at Thornton Park. The second game at the CE Orr Arena, and I have to admit, I actually like playing at the Orr Arena, which is next. It's like an old school hockey arena. It's pretty cool. Not sure why they split games there. It'd be easier just to stay here, but if you missed it earlier, the Shaker Raiders rated 81. We are rated 84. But they have a lot of wins on their schedule, so we're about to give them some losses.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a bantam game between the Columbus Blue Jackets and your Shaker Raiders.
This is great. They have an announcer in the arena here. It's great. I wish we had an announcer in our arena. Playing 14-minute periods. Jackets wearing their blue jerseys. We are moving from left to right here on the ice. All right, Shaker's set up here. Where's our team? Sam Peterson is going to be in net for us today. Starting lineup, we got Jake Hurt, the captain. Stessner, Shalik, Burke. And we need another player out there. Hammond. Hammond's going to take the first face-off. Here we go. Hurt to his right, Burke to his left. Shalik, Stessner in the defensive position. And Peterson in net. Puck is dropped. Puck goes on the far side into the offensive zone. Stopped down there by Hurt. Gets a nice pass to Burke. Burke making his way to the net. And it's stopped there by the Shaker goaltender. All right, here we go. Face off in the offensive ice. Hammond, Hurt, positioned right in front of the net. Loose puck gets sent out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down for an icing call. No icing. Icing is waved off. Shalik's going to pick it up here in the near side corner. Shaker trying to get it on the forecheck. Jacket's going to get it out of the zone. Chasing it down the offensive zone was Hurt. Stessner picks it up, prevents it from going out, and he's on the far side corner. Burke trying to pass it, and Shaker just going to send it all the way down. It's not going to reach. It is going to reach. No icing. It's waved off. The one ref had his arm up, so it looked like he was going to call it. All right, Stessner with the puck, looking for a pass. Almost passed it to the wrong team there. Dumps it in. Hurt tipped it. Now he's on the forecheck to try to go get it. Brink out there. Jane from the point sends it in, but one of the players blocked it there. Brink with a shot, and then a second shot's going to go in for the Jackets to score first. And Zach Brink gets a goal here to start us off for the Jackets. Number 88, Zach Brink with the goal. Jackson Burke got the assist. I like having an announcer because he's going to announce everything. And a goal, just a quick response there from the Raiders, and that was a quick response there by the Raiders to put the goal, the shot in the goal there. Let's take a look at the replay for, oh, I can't take a look at the replay because I didn't get a replay. All right, here we go. Face-off by the Jackets. Zach Brink at the face-off circle with Smith, Young, Stessner, and Malicki out there. Puck in the neutral zone. Stessner to Malicki on the far side. Malicki sending it towards the net, and the goaltender puts a glove down on it. Well, face-off down in their end of the ice. 12:28 left to go in the first period. Jackets tied up 1 apiece. Jackets have 4 shots on goal. Raiders now with 1. Leader at the face-off circle with Cobbs and McLean. Stessner at the line trying to keep it in. It got right by him. It's going to go in the offensive, or in our boards. Peterson comes out of the net, puts it in the far side corner. Shaker trying to get at it. They center it right in front, deflected there by Stessner, and almost grabbed there by Peterson. Puck's in the near side corner. Shaker tried to pass it. It deflected off of Cobb's skate, goes out into the neutral zone, and he knocks it into the offensive zone after the Raiders try to pass it. Raiders have it in their own zone, passing cross ice. Stessner, it's going to be it should have been a trip, but they didn't call it. Leader's going to pick it up in the neutral zone, try to pass it forward, but the Raiders pick it back up, and they're going to dump it in. That's going to be icing against the Raiders. 11:36 remain in the first period. Scores tied at 1 apiece. Face-off in the offensive zone. Cotton at the face-off with Murph, Gellert, Jane, Shalik. Puck is dropped. Back behind the net. Cotton picks it up. Backhand shot there from Murph. No go. Puck in the near side boards. Jane keeping it in, sends it towards the net, goes in the far side corner. Puck at the line, caught there by Shalik. He drops it, sends it towards the net. It's wide to the right. Cotton going in on the forecheck, puts it in front of the net. Shaker takes it away. They're trying to break it out on the far side board. Shalik keeps it in, tries to slap at it. It's deflected back out into the neutral zone. Jane's going to dump it in. Now it's back out. Jackets got to reset. Murph dumps it into the far side corner and goes to make a change. Hurt comes out. Hammond comes out. Cotton comes in. Shaker gets it out of the zone. Shalik on the far side of the neutral zone picks up the puck, passes forward. Shaker picks it up in the neutral zone. They're trying to get something set up. They slap it into the near side boards. Jane in our zone getting the puck back out. Here at the line, there's a battle for the puck. Gets sent into the near side boards. Jane's going to pick it up in our zone. He's back behind the net. Jane sends it to the far side to Shalik. Shalik with the puck. He passes it to Hammond. Hammond tips it and puts it in the offensive boards. Hurt is there on the forecheck. Hurt fighting for the puck. Shaker takes it away. They've got it in center ice. Nice deflection there by Burke. Shaker picks it back up, tries to advance into our zone, but our guys crowded the middle lane, left him no room. Malicki to Hammond. Hammond tries to tip it, and it goes onto a skate of one of the Raiders. He puts it back in the zone. Malicki to Burke on the far side now. Burke trying to advance through. The puck is loose on the far side corner. Shaker tries to pick it up. They bank it off the wall, and now they've got it. They're going to pass it out. Muir out there. He's going to intercept that pass, catch it, drop it, dump it in. Hammond on the forecheck on the far side boards. Picks up the puck, looking for a pass. No one's there because we're making a change. He passes to Malicki at point. Malicki tries to take a shot, and it's deflected there by a defenseman and goes into the neutral zone. Shaker dumps it into our corner. Muir's going to pick it up back behind the net. Muir trying to pass to Smith here on the near side. Smith picks it up. He's got it in our zone, getting set up here for a play and a pass. He's going to pass to Malicki on the far side. Malicki skates through the neutral zone. Malicki on the far side boards back to Smith. Smith with a shot, just missing the net, goes in the near side boards. Muir picks it up. Muir in the near side corner, running into some guys, gets the puck in the far side boards. Raiders, Young and Brink out there trying to keep the puck in. Muir almost kept it in, and the Raiders are just going to ice it all the way down. All right, here we go. Face-off in the offensive zone. Leader at the face-off circle. Looks like Cobbs is positioned in front of the net. McLean trying to go after the puck, and Leader in the far side corner. Cobbs positioned still in front of the net. Centering pass there, trying to get it to Leader. It was just a little too hard. A little back and forth. Raiders get it out of the zone. Shalik fighting for the puck there in the neutral zone, and the Raiders on the attack now. Stessner on the coverage. Shot fired. Nice save there by Peterson. Cobbs trying to get it out, held in there by Shaker. McLean on the far side gets the puck. He's got it in the neutral zone, passing to Leader. Leader backhand into the zone. Shaker, defenseman, picks it up. Stessner with the puck back behind the net, passing to McLean on the far side. McLean trying to pass it, but it's blocked there by the Raiders. Jackets push it into the neutral zone. Now there's a pass into the near side corner. 7:50 left in the first period. Raiders have it behind our net. Little back and forth and a shot. Nice save there by Peterson again. Raiders keep it in. They dump it into the far side boards. McLean's going to bank it off the wall and get it all the way down for an icing call against the Jackets. Here we go. 7:33 left to go in the first period. We're tied at 1 goal apiece. Jackets have 5 shots on goal. Raiders have 3 shots on goal. Little organ sound effects. Cotton at the face-off circle. Puck is dropped. Jane, Muir, Murph, and Gellert. Murph gets the puck out of the zone. Shaker puts it back in. That should be offsides. Raiders. They're calling intentional offsides. They're going to have a face-off in center ice. Cotton, Murph, Gellert, Muir, Jane. Muir with the puck, crosses the center line, dumps it in. Cotton on the forecheck, on the far side boards, looking for a pass. Loose puck on the far side. Jane's going to send it in deeper. Gellert now going after it. Cotton behind the net now, puts it near side. Murph, Muir. Muir on the near side, getting the puck, chipping it to Murph. Murph. Cotton on a sharp angle. Shot fired there by Cotton. Gellert puts it in. Back behind the net is Cotton centering it. And it just gets away from Gellert. Gellert picks it back up, back to Jane. Jane sends it in. What a nice shot that was by Jane. Nice little wrist shot from the blue line with some power on the near side boards. Right at the line, Muir's keeping it in, and then Raiders are going to get it out here. It looks like the Jackets made a line change. Raiders on the attack, Jane on the coverage. He took one look at Evan and went, no, I'll hang on a second, wait for my team. He took a shot, and Jane blocked it, and now Jane's got the puck trying to get it out of the zone. Raiders pick it back up, take a shot, and it's scooped up there by Peterson. Tied at 1 apiece here. 6:11 left to go in the first. Raiders have 4 shots on goal. We have 7. At the faceoff circle is Hammond. Wins the faceoff, gets it to Stessner, who pumps it to Hurt. Hurt on the right-hand side. Gets it in the zone, passes right back to Stessner. Stessner tried to pass it to Burke, but slid off his stick. Burke now on the forecheck there with Hurt. Hurt moving in, trying to get the puck. At the line, Malicki keeps it, takes a shot, and that's going to go in. Malicki with the goal there. Jackets go up a goal. Ozzie Malicki with the goal. We'll find out if there's an assist here from the announcer. All right, face-off center ice. Looks like the Raiders tried to enter the zone, and it's going to be offsides. Let's take a look at the second goal here.
The Columbus goal at 5:51 of the first period was scored by number 22, Ozzie Malicki. Assist to number 86, Jacob Hurt. Malicki Hurt, 5:51.
So Jake Hurt got the assist on that one, but Malicki gets the goal in. I do have the replay, so we'll take a look at it. Shot fired, and a save there by Peterson. At the line, Hammond's going to skate it out, passes to Hurt on the far side. Hurt looking for another pass. Hammond comes away with it, passes near side to Shalick. Shalick looking for a pass. He's going to dump the puck in as he crosses the line. Forwards to make a change. Brink comes out. Young comes out. Puck back in our zone. Young getting the puck out to Smith. Smith trying to pass it. He gets it to Brink. Brink in the offensive side. Young comes over and picks up the loose puck. Raiders going to get it out. Shalick to Brink. Back to Shalick all the way in our zone. Jane comes over to help, sends it far side. Smith was waiting there, and he's going to get the puck out of the zone. Shaker's going to put it back in, but it's going to be offsides against Shaker. Let's take a look at that replay again for the goal for the Jackets. So Jake Hurt is on the far side, and he's going to pass it to Malicki. Malicki just off screen, and we just see him take a shot. And a good shot there from the blue line. It's going to go in for the goal for Malicki. All right, action continues here in our zone. They send it towards the net, but Shalick with a great stop gets a stick down on the puck. Smith through the neutral zone, got it swatted away, but Shalick comes over, gets it in the offensive zone, and that was not offsides. But they're going to call it offsides. 4:15 left to go in the first period. Jackets up 2-1. And we have now 8 shots on goal against Shaker's 5 shots. Leader at the face-off circle. Cobbs, McLean, Jane with the puck, moves offensive. He gets tied up there. Leader covering on the defensive spot. McLean trying to center it. Got knocked away there by the Raiders. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And the puck's going to get sent out of the zone all the way down for an icing call. Face-off in the offensive zone. Jake Leader at the face-off circle. Cobbs, McLean, Muir, Malicki, Peterson, and net. Face-off puck gets all the way down. Now it's almost a breakaway there by the Shaker Raiders. They take a shot, and that kid gets knocked down. And they get a pass into the offensive boards. Cobbs with the puck, passing a Leader right in front. Not sure if it was deflected or blocked there, but at the line, they're going to call it offsides. 3:33 left to go in the first period. Jackets up 2-1. Face-off at the offensive blue line. Cotton at the face-off circle. Gellert, Murphy, Shalick, Stessner, Peterson, and net. Face-off won by the Raiders and tipped there by Murph. Keeps it in the zone. Cotton comes over, picks it up, trying to pass it in the center lane. Gellert on the near side boards, dumps the puck in. Puck back behind the net. Raiders have it. Come back near side. Cotton chasing him behind the net there. Raiders having some problems getting hold of the puck. It takes a bounce there at the edge. Gellert dumps it back in, but the Raiders pick it back up, send it to the opposite side. Stessner with the puck in the neutral zone. He's looking for a pass. He's going to pass it to Shalick with a quick pass to Gellert, and a great move by the Jackets passing. Cotton has it in the corner, passes back to Shalick. Shalick with the puck, sends it to the net. It hits the post, and then the rebound behind the net. Cotton trying to center it right in front of the net. It keeps getting knocked back into the boards. Gellert comes over to try to help him out. Loose puck picked up by the Raiders, and then Shalick picks it up. Takes a shot, but it's blocked by one of the guys. Shalick sends it towards the net. A redirect is blocked there by the goaltender. Whoops, gave it to the wrong team there. And up and out of play as the Raiders try to get it out of the zone. 2:25 left to go in the first, and the Jackets up 2-1 against the Shaker Raiders. Shaker rated 81. Jackets rated 84. Raiders have a pretty good winning schedule. We definitely have played a harder schedule. Raiders off the face-off get it, and they dump it into our zone. Stessner with the puck looking for a pass. Gets it to Hurt to Hammond. Hammond now skating through. Takes a shot and a nice save there by the goaltender. But a good shot, and a second shot is going to go in, and that's going to be Jake Hurt with the goal. Face-off in center ice. Hammond at the face-off circle. Hurt picks it up, and he goes on the offensive attack again, trying to pass it to Burke, who was positioned in the center lane, but it got deflected. Jane from the blue line takes a shot, and it's scooped up there by the netminder for the Raiders.
Columbus goal scored by number 86, Jacob Hurt. Assists to number 6, Jackson Burke, and number 7, Brady Hammond.
So Hammond and Burke both get assists on that goal. Face-off stays in the stays in our zone, and another setup play by Hurt gets it to Hammond, and then Hammond with the shot. I have a feeling I'm going to be using this a lot today. Hammond, Hurt. Evan Jane on the far side, passing to Cotton, who tips it. Oh, Evan Jane also got an assist on that one. He sent it towards the net originally, and here he goes again. Same thing, this time missing the net. Murph from the side. Puck flips up right in front and is knocked away there. Jane moves up, picks up the puck, turns, dumps it back in. Murph with the puck. Trying to center it, Cotton. Nice play there by the Jackets. Gellert almost got a one-time shot there, just missing it. Cotton sending it to the net, and the goaltender's going to stop down on it. Let's take a look at goal number 4 here. Here's the replay. Jane sending it towards the net. Actually, he passed it to Hurt. So Jane to Hurt to Hammond, and then Hammond is going to shoot it in for the goal. All right, face-off in the offensive boards, less than a minute remaining. At the line, Jane's going to keep it in. He sends it to the net again. That was another shot by the Jackets. And back to the line is Muir. Muir backhands it, gets it back behind the net. Young with the puck. Young centers it. Muir with the puck, top of the circle, takes a nice hard shot, but a thunk knocks it off of the goaltender. Muir with the puck back here in the neutral zone, dumps it in. Zach Brink going after it. It's going to be icing, though. 28 seconds left in the first period. Jackets lead 4-1. We've got 15 shots on goal, and they've got 6. Here we go. Zach Brink at the face-off circle. Puck is dropped. Stessner in the near side corner sends it to the far side to Malicki. Malicki getting it out of the zone. Raiders with the puck in their own zone. Brink on the forecheck with a nice hit by Brink. Puck at the line held in by Stessner. He moves away and dumps it into the corner. Brink and Young on the forecheck. Brink, look at Brink being a tough kid. He's nailing these guys. Smith with a centering pass, and that's going to be the end of the first period. Zach Brink back with a vengeance here. Let's take a look at the first period summary. We have a bunch of goals, no penalties. Zach Brink with the first goal, 12:50. Then the Raiders follow it up right after there, 7 seconds after, with their first goal. Then Ozzie Malicki at 5:51 with a goal. Jake Hurt, 2:02, and 1:44. Brady Hammond with a goal. The assists aren't recognized here because I didn't know what they were until they announced it, but a lot of assists all around. It's quite a game for the Jackets. Let's take a look at some of them plays that we have here. I don't have the first goal by the Jackets, but here's the second goal. From the line, that was Malicki getting it in there on that replay. Third goal right here. Hammond's going to pick it up, and I believe he gets it to Jake Hurt. Jake Hurt gets it in. Boom. Burke and Hurt get it in. And then the fourth goal, which we just saw, Jane to Hurt to Hammond is going to get it in. All right, here we go. Jackets set up here for the second period of play. We're going to play 14 minutes. Jackets wearing their navy blues, moving right to left. At the center circle is going to be Jake Leader, McLean, Cobbs, Stessner, Malicki, Peterson in net. Puck is dumped in. Raiders pick it up in their own zone. Cobbs knocks that guy down. Leader with the puck trying to get to it. Kept in there by Stessner, again by Stessner. He sends it to the net off the goaltender's leg pad there. Shaker, Raiders now with the puck, skating through their own zone and the neutral zone. McLean comes over, tips it away. Cobbs gets it out of the zone to Leader. Leader now skating on the far side. Leader advancing towards the net. Cobbs trying to put it on net there, and there's a whistle blown, and there's going to be a penalty here. Penalty. Looks like it's going to be against the Raiders. Hooking is the call for the Raiders. The Jackets going to be on a power play here for a minute and a half with a 4-1 lead. Face off in the offensive zone. Raiders get the puck, but taken away there by Cobbs. Leader trying to center it there off of Cobbs' stick. Raiders pick it back up. Stessner with the puck there in the neutral zone, passing to Malicki. Malicki back to Stessner. Stessner with the puck, moving through the neutral zone, passing to Malicki. Getting it to Leader. Stessner. And the Raiders pick it back up, and they're going to get it out through the neutral zone into our zone. Malicki passing it forward. I'd like to see the Jackets get a little more energy here on the power play. Jake Hurt on the near side, knocking it away. Raiders going to flip it out. Stessner trying to keep it in, but it goes back behind. We got 45 seconds left in the power play. Malicki on the near side, passing forward, tipped, and then Jackson Burke out there with Hurt and Hammond. Puck top of the circle. Stessner comes over, but it's knocked out of play there. Raiders with the only shot during this power play, and a save there by Peterson. Hammond now with the puck, advancing with Burke, takes a shot, and it tipped off of the glove of the goaltender. It looked like he stopped it, and then off of his glove and in for a goal. Hammond with his second goal of the game makes it a 5-1 game. And that clears out the penalty. That is a power play goal. All right, face off here, center ice. Hammond, Burke, Hurt, Shalick, Jane, Peterson. Oh, Mason got an assist on that one. Face-off, center ice, or I'm sorry, right at the offensive blue line. Shalick picks it up, passing forward, trying to get it to Burke. It's flipped up back into our zone. Shalick picks it up. Shaker passing. Pass flipped off his stick, and now Burke has a chance on the offense. Burke on the near side gets tripped up, and he's going to get a penalty drawn there. It's going to be the Raiders again on the penalty kill, and the Jackets on the power play. What is it this time? We got hooking again is the call. Jackets going to be on the power play again here for a minute and a half. We have 17 shots on goal. They have 7, and we are leading 5-1. Face-off in the offensive zone. Brink's going to take the face-off puck. Shalick, Young, Smith, and Jane. Shalick on the offense here for the power play unit. Brink, and the puck is sent towards the net by Jane. Raiders have the puck. Brink trying to get it and knock it away. Young comes over to try to help out. Jackets are looking good with the triangle here in the front. Shot fired by Young, just missing the net. Raiders are going to pick it up. Raiders dump the puck in. That's going to be icing against them. 59 seconds left in the power play. So the Jackets doing a good job on that power play to form that triangle. You imagine the forwards as 3 points of a triangle, one going after the puck and the other two kind of spread out, hopefully one in front of the net. And then you can get a pass to one of them other guys in the points of the triangle. Zach Brink here on the near side boards, getting it to Smith. Smith back to Brink. Brink, top of the circle, takes a shot, and a shift there by the goaltender is going to stop it from going in. 47 seconds left in the power play for the Jackets. Zach Brink at the face-off circle. Caden Young positioned right in front of the net. Jane from the blue line takes a shot. Blocked there by the goaltender. Puck on the near side boards. Jackets fighting for it. Smith on the near side. Turns top of the circle. Puck is taken away there by Shaker. They're going to advance and dump it into our zone. 27 seconds left in the power play. Jane to Smith. Smith playing on the defensive side here for our power play unit. And Raiders are going to keep it in our zone. Shayla comes over to help out. He's going to pass it, tipped off the stick of Zach Brink to Smith. Smith dumps it in the zone. Young going after it on the forecheck. Young on the far side corner, centering it to Cotton with a nice slap shot to hit the goaltender, but it was a good slap shot. All right, we got a face-off here in the offensive zone. Cotton at the face-off circle. Murph positioned in front of the net. Gellert on the left. Malicki and Muir covering the guy about to come out of the box. Both teams at even strength. They're going to try to get the puck out of the zone, and they will. What are the Raiders going to do with it now? They skate through the neutral zone on the far side. Top of the circle, puck is knocked away. Raiders regain it, take a shot, but it's blocked there by Gellert. Gellert with a nice pass to Murph. Murph on the left-hand side, positioning for a shot off the side of the net. Gellert back behind the net, trying to pass it to Cotton, who's positioned in front of the net. They're trying to get, Raiders trying to get it out of this corner. Cotton blocking it. A little back and forth there. Malicki at the line. Raiders pick it up, try to get it into our zone. Gellert takes it away, gets it to Muir. Banks it off the wall. Gellert has the puck again in the neutral zone. Dumps the puck into the offensive boards. Murph going after it here on the near side corner. Cotton going after it. Gets it to Malicki. Malicki tried to take a shot and kind of whiffed on it. And he's going to dump it into the near side corner. Cotton chasing after it. Murph on the far side. McLean back behind the net. Cotton picks up the loose puck, passing back to Malicki, back to Cotton. Cotton sending it to Murph. Murph in the near side corner, turning around, top of the circle, takes a shot, and the goaltender puts a block down on it. Raiders pick up the puck, skating. Looks like he's skating through mud there. Malicki passing to McLean. McLean moving into the offensive boards, trying to. Malicki in the neutral zone to Muir. Muir dumps the puck in. That should have been offsides. Looked like Cobbs was offsides there. Shaker going to dump it into our zone. Stessner with the puck. He's got it back behind the net. Stessner passing. Tipped there by Cobbs, but he wasn't across the line, so it's going to be icing against the Jackets. 8:18 left to go here in the second period. Jackets lead 5-1. Face-off in our zone. Jake Leader at the face-off circle. Stessner, Shalick, McLean, and Cobbs Peterson. Raiders. McLean gets the puck out of the zone. Raiders in their own zone. Puck in the neutral zone, pass on the far side. Shot was deflected there by Stessner. Shalick in the near side is going to pass it on the far side of the ice. Nolan McLean going after it on the offense there. Raiders going to get it out, get it on the near side boards with this guy. Raiders getting set up. He should have advanced in the zone first. Shot fired off of Peterson. Rebound, Cobbs behind the net. Raiders pick it up looking for a center. They're going to get it, but a whiff on the shot, and then another shot by the Raiders. Caught there by Peterson. 7:27 left to go in the second. Jackets up 5-1. 5-1, 1-5. No one here gets out alive. Jackets with a face-off in the offense, in the defensive zone. Hammond kicks the face-off puck to Jane. Jane backhands it, gets it on the far side. Muir trying to do a nice pass to Burke there, who was all the way down the ice, but the Raiders intercept it. Now there's a back and forth here in the neutral zone with Jake Hurt. Jake Hurt at the boards here, taking on three guys by himself. Jake comes away with the puck, trying to pass it on the near side to Hammond. Gets tipped away. Jane dumps the puck in, and it's back behind the net. Raiders have it on the far side, gets out of the zone. Muir hanging on to it there in the neutral zone. Raiders pick it up, and then it's knocked away by Hurt, and then Muir dumps it back in. 6:46 left to go in the second period. Burke back behind the net. Raiders with the puck, skating out of the defensive zone, dump it into our zone. Peterson comes out of net, stops that puck down, gets it to Muir. And there's a penalty for interference, and it's going to be against the Raiders, I think. Interference is called, and it's against us. Brady Hammond. The Jackets are going to be on a penalty kill here. Brady Hammond called for interference. What? Oh, it's goaltender interference. So Sam gets the penalty. I like having an announcer here. He tells us what's going on. Shot fired towards the net. So Sam got an interference, and Hammond serving the penalty. Yes, you are right. And Ian was all over that. He knew. How do you know this, Ian? You're not even here. You are you a ghost? Are you here? What's going on? Maybe this feed is just that good. All right, puck at the line here, knocked out by the Jackets. Jackets on the penalty kill here for a minute and a half. Raiders have the puck. They try to pass across ice, but it's taken away by Muir. Muir out there along with Jackson Burke, Jane, Hurt, and Burke with the puck in the offensive boards. Yeah. Pass across ice to Muir. Maybe that's Ian out there on the ice texting me. Burke takes a shot short-handed and blocked there by the goaltender for the Raiders. Burke holding it in the offensive zone. Jackets doing an incredible job here on the penalty kill. You wouldn't have thought this was a penalty kill. It looks like a power play on us. Muir gets it to Jane on the far side corner. Jane's going to skate it out. It looks like we're on the power play here. Young with the puck now, passing to Smith. Smith with the puck, and he's going to get it in shorthanded. I don't know whose power play that was. That was our power play. Smith with an incredible shot there. And the Jackets going to put another one on the board. I believe the assist was Caden. Oh, I forgot to do my little thing. Evan Jane also got an assist along with Young on that shot. We still have 5 seconds left in our in our power play. Stessner passing it through our zone to Young. Young's going to get it out, and we're at even strength now with the Raiders. 450. Young on the near side boards. Raiders going to get it out of the zone. Malicki dumps it in, gets it on the offensive boards, hits off the side of the net, and they're going to call that icing. 4:31 left to go in the second period, and the Jackets are leading 6-1. Here's a replay of that play. Jane, he passes it to Young, and Young with the puck gets it to Smith, and then Smith with a shot right into the net. Face off here in the defensive zone. Raiders back behind the net. Nice hit there by Stessner. On the far side, Smith to Malicki. Malicki skating near side to Young, flipping it out. Nice pass to Brink there. Brink still advancing, and then it's taken away there by the Raiders. Stessner with the puck, passing it forward. Raiders pick it back up. Raiders dump it in. It goes back behind the net. Peterson comes out of the net. Malicki to Smith on the far side. Smith in the offensive zone, takes a shot, just missing the net there. Puck back behind the net. Smith picks it up. He's looking around, takes it with a shot there. Smith, Malicki comes over to try to knock it through. Brink gets it to Malicki. Malicki tries to put it on net. Stessner on the forecheck, and that was just a bad pass. Raiders with the puck now, advancing into our zone. Smith on the coverage. Puck on the back behind the net. Raiders make a change. Smith trying to pass it to Gellert. Dumps it in the offensive zone. Raiders passing D to D and then send it over to the offensive boards. It's tipped by the Raiders. Shalik on the far side corner. Getting it to Murph. Puck is tipped up. Held into our zone. Raiders dump it in deep on the far side corner. Stessner's going to pick it up. He's got it back behind the net. Stessner passing far side. Murph, he picks it up. Murph trying to pass it to Gellert. And it's passed to Cotton. Cotton takes a shot, and it's stopped down by the goaltender and flips up and goes out of play. .242 left to go in the second period. Jackets up 6-1. If you're paying attention, the spread is 3 goals, so the Jackets have cleared the spread with a 6-1 lead here. Hopefully we can extend it or keep it going. A nice pass there in front by Gellert and Cotton. Backhand by Murph, tipped, and then a second chance shot is stopped by the goaltender there. Jackets now with 27 shots on goal to Shakers 10. I think that's what Coach Dean has. Can we see Coach Dean's paper there to see if I'm right on the shots? Maybe not. All right, Jackets right in front. Oop. And there's going to be a goal there by the Jackets. As I was goofing around with the camera, I sort of got it. And that's going to be a Jackets goal. I think Nolan, I don't know. We're not celebrating it anymore. Puck right in front of our net. Shaker trying to get it. Leader's going to pick it up. All right, that goal is going to be Jake Leader, assisted by Nolan McLean. Face-off puck goes to Jane. Puck gets dumped in. McLean on the forecheck, and it's going to be icing against the Jackets. Let's see if I got that replay here. Goal 7. That's so funny. It shows the replay where I was monkeying around with the, and then there's the goal right there. From far away. You can't see it. I'm sorry I was monkeying around. A cross check against Jake Leader. We're going to be on the power play. Actually, the penalty kill, but last time it looked like we were on the power play when we were on the penalty kill, so that's fine. We'll take a penalty. Jake Leader with cross check. We got 1:04 left to go in the period here. Gotta adjust my clock. Face off in our zone. Malicki picks up the puck, trying to pass it to Cobbs on the far side. Shaker on the far side. McLean takes a shot, and it's stopped down there by Peterson. All right, we have a running clock here, but since it's a power play, they're going to stop it. Face-off won by the Raiders. Back to the blue line, takes a slap shot, and it was stopped by somebody. Raiders with the puck on the far side. Coverage by Muir, passing cross ice. Nice shift there by Peterson. It's off the side of the net, and the whistle is blown. 12 seconds left to go, and they're going to run the clock out here. I mean, all right, it's the end of the second period. I'm gonna run the clock. See if I can run the clock down a little bit. Maybe not. All right, a lot happened here in the second period. Let's take a look at the second period summary. A couple penalties and a bunch of goals. Raiders with a penalty at 13:21, hooking. Brady Hammond with a goal at 12:08. Raiders with a penalty for hooking at 11:36. A penalty there by Sam Peterson at 6:29. 2 goals by the Jackets, Luke Smith, Jake Leader, and then a penalty by Jake Leader cross-checking, which will continue into the third and final period. I'm going to run the clock down a little bit here. It's got to be 26 seconds left on the power penalty kill. And then reset my clock to 14. All right, starting off for the third period, we're going to get Jake Hurt, Brady Hammond. Jake Leader's going to go in the box. Shalick and Stessner and Peterson. Face-off puck goes to the Raiders. They've got the puck here in the near side. Dumping it in. Stessner picking up the puck, trying to get it out. Brady Hammond picks it up, and he is skating through the neutral zone on the offensive attack on the far side. Back behind the net, near side corner. Brady Hammond. Hammond passing to Stessner. Puck got knocked away. Shalick picks it up, takes a shot, and it's caught there by the goaltender just above the net, so we don't call that one. We don't call that one a shot. Running clock, 13:22. We are at even strength now. Brady Hammond at the face-off circle. Jake Hurt to Stessner. Dumps it in. Hurt. Hammond on the far side boards. Picks up the puck, turns, tries to send it to the net. It's blocked. Shaker's going to send it out of the zone. I don't think it has enough oomph to get out to icing. So Stessner's going to pick it up here. Passing on the far side. Shalick getting it into the neutral zone. Burke on the forecheck there. Shaker lost a stick. Another one picks up the puck. This guy looks pretty good. He was using his body to shove around there. Puck picked up there by Burke, he's got the puck skating through the neutral zone. Burke on the right-hand side. Centers it, trying to get it to Hammond, and just missed him. Shalik is going to pick it up here in the neutral zone, and it gets back to our zone. Stessner with the puck, turns sharply, looking for a pass. He's going to pass it to Jake Hurt. Jake Hurt with the puck, advancing into the zone. Puck gets knocked away. Centered right in front. Burke was almost there to pick up that pass. Shaker's going to get it. Jane almost keeping in. Jane Muir out there, Young, Brink, and Jackson's going to come off, and Smith is going to come on. Muir with the puck back in our zone. He gets it on the near side to Smith. Smith back behind the net. Jane with the puck, passing far side. Young, nice pass to Brink right before he was hit, but Brink's going to send it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call against the Jackets. Running clock here. I'm behind because I keep stopping the clock. We're at 11:21 and counting, so this game's going to end pretty quickly. 11:17 and counting. 12 and counting. All right, here we go. Puck in our zone. Muir, Smith getting it out. Raiders in the neutral zone, passing D to D. Jane on the far side trying to hit him. Young took an elbow there, but he's a kid who goes into danger. A nice pass there right in front of the net. Jane to Brink. Brink tried to take a shot, but it flipped up over the net. Loose puck in front of the net, swatted away there by the Raiders. They've got the puck now skating through the neutral zone. They're going to dump it in. 10:33 and counting. And Raiders pick up the puck. They've got it on the near side, looking for a pass right away, and it looks like it was knocked away. 10:20. Puck on the far side. Gellert going after it. It's going to be icing, but they're going to keep this clock running. 11:10. All right, we'll have a face-off in the defensive zone here. Cotton, Stessner, Malicki, Murph, Gellert. Puck is dropped. Stessner has it behind the net, passing on the far side to Malicki. Malicki on the far side boards, passing to Cotton. Puck goes in the offensive zone. Raiders pick it up. Nice stop down there. Gellert with the puck. Dumps the puck in. 9:26 and counting. Raiders try to get it out. They will. Stessner puts it back in. They knock it back out. Back to Malicki. To Cotton. Skating through. Cotton taking a hit there. Gellert. Puck on the far side boards. Malicki moves up. Passing to Murph with a quick shot there. That was a nice play by Murph and Malicki. Murph on the far side corner now. Stessner comes up to try to do something. Stessner back behind the net, turning. Passing right to Murph, and a quick shot is blocked there. Cotton in the near side. Back behind the net. Stessner picks it up. Trying to get it right in front. He tried to wrap it around. That's a goal. Mason Stessner with the goal. Makes it 8-0, 8-1. Mason with the goal. We have a running clock here, 8:16 and counting. Let's take a look at that goal. Here's Mason right behind the net, wraps it around. All right, here we go. Puck is back down on the offensive boards. Jake Leader trying to keep it in there. Jane moves up front, passes right in front to Cobbs. Loose puck right in front of the net, picked up there by Shaker. And I don't know why. There we go. Shalik on the defense, a shot and a goal there by Shaker. Wow. Eight to 2 now. 7:16 and counting. Brady Hammond, hurt. Hurt picks up the puck, back to Shalik. Shaker top of the circle. Hammond knocks it away, gets it to Malicki. Malicki with the puck. Malicki skating through, dumps the puck in. Blocked there by Shaker. Shaker's going to dump the puck in. It's going to be icing against Shaker Heights.
Shaker, icing.
Brink at the face-off circle. Smith, Young, Cobbs, Malicki, Peterson. Shaker picks up the puck. They've got it on the near side here. Passing to the right side, and the pass is just out of reach for him. Smith's going to pick up the loose puck, and he's attacking right in the middle. On the right side, and to Young with a nice pass and a shot there. Young and Smith with a goal there. Making it 9-2. Woof. 5:31 and counting. Face off at center ice. I wonder if we can get double digits here. Cobbs playing defense here. Puts the puck forward. He's holding it at the line. Cobbs to Smith to Cobbs. Loose puck right there in front. Caden Young on the forecheck. Knocking the puck away. He's got it on the far side boards. Puts it back behind the net. Smith comes and gets it. Smith now, top of the circle. Backhand towards the net. Goes on the near side boards. We got under 5 minutes remaining here in the game. Jackets up 9-2. Young knocks that guy off the puck pretty easily. Zach Brink and a shot towards the net. I think I lost track of shots here. Well, we have 30 shots on goal, 13 for the Raiders. 4.5 minutes and counting. 9-2 Jackets. Leader at the face-off circle. Gets it to Malicki. Back to Leader. Leader passing forward to Shalik, who's playing the right wing here. Leader is trying to get to it. Jane and Malicki on defense here. Now there's a one-on-one with Malicki and this guy from the Raiders. And what a nice play there by Malicki to stop that puck from even getting on net. Jane with the puck back behind the net. Moving around right in front. He's going to skate out of the zone. Jane enters the zone. Far side corner. Puck got knocked away. Raiders pick it back up. McLean trying to box out, get the puck first. Jane comes and helps him out. Raiders. Raiders pick up the puck here, passing out of the zone, picked up there by Leader. And now it's a 2-on-1, chase down for the puck. Raiders have it right in front. And a nice stop save there by Peterson. Raiders pick it back up here in the neutral zone. McLean trying to swat it away. Puck on the far side boards. Jane picks it up. Jane skating through, passing forward, goes into the right side corner. Murph on the forecheck. Murph, Cotton, Gellert, Jane, Stessner playing defense. Stessner comes over on the left side. Takes a shot, misses the net there. Murph taking a hit here on the near side. Cotton helping him out. Raiders with the puck advancing through the neutral zone. 3 Jackets holding the line. He's forced to dump it in. Stessner picks up the puck. Puck goes to the line, held in there by Shaker. Shaker tries to dump it in, tipped off Gellert. Stessner comes over, picks it up. Slow mover to the line. Puck goes back behind the net. Stessner to Jane here on the near side corner. Jane passing cross ice, getting it to Gellert. Gellert now on the attack on the right-hand side. Top of the circle, takes a shot, just missing the net. Cotton on the far side corner. Cotton passing back to Stessner. Stessner sends it in. Blocked there by the goaltender. Gellert to Cobbs. Cobbs with a shot blocked by the goaltender, and another shot blocked by the goaltender, and another shot. Cobbs again on the near side. Getting set up, takes a shot, a quick shot, Murph. 35 shots on goal. A block, another block there by the goaltender, Murph with the puck. Passing up in front, Gellert with the puck. Gellert back to Stessner at point. Stessner sends it in. Tipped, goes back behind the net. Cotton with a quick shot, a quick pass to Gellert. That was a nice play by Cotton to Gellert. So another goal there. Jackets make it double digits. And Gellert's going to get credit there for the goal, assisted by Jack Cotton. Minute remaining in the game here. Jackets make it double digits, 10-2. All right, face-off goes the Jackets' way. Jackets dump the puck in. Jackson Burke on the forecheck's going to get the puck. He got tackled down, no call there. Jake Hurt with a backhand. Almost slid it in there. Burke trying to slap it there from the corner. We got 30 seconds to get the puck in there. A little cross-check there by the Shaker Heights. Puck sent towards the net by Hammond. Shalick's going to pick up the loose one. Sends it towards the net, off the side of the net. Pass right in front. Burke almost had a good shot, chance to shot there. Cobbs knocking it away. Shalick to Burke. 9 seconds left in the game here. Burke back to Cobbs. Here we go. 4 seconds and a slap shot there from Cobbs, and that's going to end the game. Jackets with 38 shots on goal. Shaker with 14 shots on goal, and the Jackets just dominate this one. Yeah. Mason, yeah. All right, I don't know what to pick here for the Monsters Among Us play of the game. Oh. My mom comes over and wants to see Mason's goal here. Let's take a look at it. I think it was number 9. Which goal was it? Let's see if I can find. Oh, I didn't get it. We'll have to replay it for you, Mom, later. Don't fall here. Careful. All right, we got a lot of goals here. I just want to take a look at a couple that I thought was interesting. This one was Hammond to Hurt to Zach Brink. I'm sorry, Hammond to Burke to Zach Brink. And that one's going to be our Monsters Among Us monster play of the game. Tune in to Monsters Among Us for the tales of the unexplained, UFOs, Bigfoot, and more. Monsters Among Us Junior, if it's a little too scary for you. And thanks also to our partner, Taco Bell. And, of course, the Jackets winners this game. Another game against the Shaker Raiders at a old school Cleveland rink, the Orr Ice Arena. And then next week we'll be in Michigan for the NAR Tier 2 tournament. So make sure you tune in next week for the Hockeytown Tier 2 invite. The schedule is still to be determined. This was based off this original schedule they gave us. I'm not going to play all the goals because it's just too many to replay here, so you'll have to tune in. But the Jackets win 10-2 against the Shaker Raiders. Tune in later today.